good, hard, tough week. Guys have been good.
Statistically, they have a really good pass defense. They've played well against good teams. What do you see going against that defense?
They're an excellent defense. They've got guys who can cover. They're going to play man and got a great safety, and they've got linebackers who can run. Excellent pass rush. They stop the run. Great edge guys. So they've, like, as you said, they played a really tough schedule, but they held Oregon to 16 points. Really good in the red zone against Oregon. Had a takeaway in the red zone, so probably as good a defense as we'll see all year.
That flu situation, is it just kind of a day-to-day deal with guys, or is there anybody that you're ruling out at this point?
I'm not ruling anyone out, no.
Have you seen the secondary respond this week, and what's their challenge against Wisconsin compared to what it was against USC?
Wisconsin has great wideout production. I think Pauling is an first-team All Big Ten player. I know he got banged up in the last game, so I don't know his status, but knowing the competitor that he is, I mean, he'll play wideout. Then he's a gunner on punt. He's one of my favorite players to watch. They've got a ton of other production. So they've got a good passing game, tough, hard-nosed physical run game. So we have to play better in the secondary than we did last week. A lot of that comes down to communication, making sure we're on the same page. We'll probably have to play some young guys at this point, based upon, just a practice week and the reps and see how the game flow goes. But I think the biggest thing is we have very capable defenders. Last week was a week where we gave up some big plays on just some confusion, some mixed coverages. What looks like, man, we almost had a pick there was, busted coverage, unfortunately. So we play better in the back end. Hopefully it'll give us a chance.
Has Tommy been able to get past that injury? Where do you feel he's at?
Yeah, no, Tommy will be out the next 2 games. He's tried to play. It's obviously it's tough for him. He's dealing with a lot, and so I just shut him down. He's been invited to the Senior Bowl. Maybe he'll be ready for bowl practice, but he's out there, but he's playing half speed, 3/4 speed, and so that's led to obviously led to the first touchdown in this game, led to the first touchdown in the Indiana game, led to first touchdown in the Illinois game. So I feel for him. Came to the year with high expectations. Had the foot injury, and it's just never quite been the same.
That was your decision or his decision or kind of collaboration to.
Yeah, I mean, it's a collaboration, but I can't put him out there anymore. He's a good. He cares about his teammates and wants to be out there, but he he's only hurting himself and he's giving up touchdowns. And so it's just it's unfortunate for him, but he has better days ahead. He's going to graduate. He's he's going to come in and rehab every day and get himself ready and hopefully go have a really strong Senior Bowl showing. When you're a guy who relies on your speed to play and you lose that, it's tough. And so it's just an unfortunate break for us this year.
A lot of people wonder about Malachi. Is he available right now? Or
yeah, I don't know that it's appropriate on a Thursday game week to be talking about redshirting players. I don't think that's fair to our seniors.
At running back, is Ramir going to be able to go this week?
Ramirez practiced. We'll see. He'll probably be close to game time, and if so, it'll be probably in a limited role.
When Clark was on the travel roster, what has impressed you about him and just how he's developed? I guess
Quinn's done a great job. He's been on the scout team for most of the year. He's a guy. He came in big, raw athlete, but he's got great ball skills, movement, change of direction, body control. So he was up last week, there if needed. He's practiced, some this week. Obviously, as I said, we've had some situations with the flu and all that stuff. So he's gotten a ton of reps this week. I don't know that you'll see him necessarily in the game flow, but by being up with the varsity, I think it gives him a chance to develop and also gives Dana a chance to see him. Excited about what I think he has a chance to be if he does the work.
How much difference has it made to have just another week for Dana getting to know the personnel and just being around that extra week?
Yeah, I also think it's been great. Let me say that, just the verbiage, working with the staff. Also, right, kind of, he's just out there at practice, like he's putting a lot of pressure on the guys, to make the plays. He's a guy that's never not scored. I don't know what the lowest yards per. When I looked at it, I think it was like 34 points per game one season, right? Like he scores a lot of points. And what's happened this year is it's again he was very direct in his press conference. I'm not quite as direct because I'm the head coach. but he was very direct, and he's been very direct with them. If they want to win, they're going to have to go make plays. They're going to have to catch balls, break tackles, make long runs, make big blocks against an excellent defense, score touchdowns in the red zone. And it's not the plays that do it; it's the players that do it. And I think he's I don't know what the right word is, imprinting that to them. For all year it was like, Sat was saying it to him, but, all the noise was, well, it's Sat's fault. So the players can sometimes be like, well, I mean, gosh, if Sat did a better job. Well, no, Dana comes in and he's saying the same exact thing. Hey, go make that play. Like, we're not kicking field goals. We're not kicking field goals on third down in the red zone. Like, go make the play on third down. So I think that's good. That's the way we want to empower our players. We want our players to believe that players win games. And so I think Dana's juice and energy and intensity, and the fact that the guys, they have nowhere to turn, except to turn to themselves. Like, I want us to go win the game, and I want our players to walk off proud knowing that they won the game. Coach Rhule didn't win the game. Dana didn't win the game. Tony didn't win the game. I want the players to go win the game. And so I think he's helped get that message across.
Pat, how have you seen your players handle the emotion of this week with it being the home finale and also senior day? Have you seen anything different from your guys in their preparation?
I think our preparation, as I said, has been good every week. I think they're, the veteran guys, the senior guys are locked in, especially the guys that have, as I said, there's 30 seniors. There's a lot of guys who've been here for 5 or 6 years. So this means a lot to them. I think the gravity of the situation is not lost on them. And I know how much they'd like to win. I know how much they'd like to be the ones who broke through. At some point someone has to do it, and lots of guys have tried, and we haven't been able to do it for a long time. And so someone's got to break through and get that 6th win, and we're on the precipice of that. We haven't been able to do it. We weren't able to do it last year. We haven't been able to do it this year. I will bear all the brunt of us not being able to do it, but when we do it, I'm going to give all the credit to the guys. And so I think they've practiced all week, and they've prepared all week, and they've spoken and walked and talked all week like a group that wants to get it done. They wanted to get it done at USC. They wanted to get it done at UCLA. They wanted to get it done. They've wanted to get it done. So it's going to come down just really to execution, the matchup, how we match up with Wisconsin, the things that we do well. So I've just encouraged them to focus, and I've encouraged them not to shy away from the gravity of this, to lock into it and lean into it. And the only way out is to go through it. So they've got to bust through this week. Thank you.